Hey yo, it's September the 29th, 2016.
It's past midnight. It's late. Alright, but it's some things that I had to get off my chest real quick and stuff, man. I wanted to talk about that presidential debate real quick with you. A lot of people, more than enough people have analyzed it, and you can check it out on the internet. All sort of people analyzing the debates. The debate that took place the other night between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Just briefly, I want to touch on it. Um, Hillary Clinton was impressive. She really was, in that she did not collapse on the ground. And she also didn't hack up everywhere, and she didn't even have to drink water much, you know. In that regard, she was impressive. She was shocking. Uh, but as far as, here's the thing. She put words together into sentences, and grammatically all her sentences went together, right? Other than that, she made not one lick of sense, right? So as far as who won the debate, I shouldn't even have to mention it, because none of what she said made any sense. However, if you're in a cult, if you're in some sort of cult behavior, if you're in a cult of the Democrats or the black people or whatever, you might think she won, but who cares? You don't have a brain to think with, all right? So she did lose. She thoroughly lost the debate. Donald Trump, of course, won the debate, but my feelings on it is that Donald Trump could have won harder. Right, and it makes me quite curious as to why he didn't. He did win thoroughly, but he could have won harder. I'm really expecting him to win harder in the second debate, and if he doesn't, something's really going to be amiss with me. Alright, I'm really going to take that under consideration if he doesn't. Alright, that being said, in a previous video I made about a Michael Ivy Rose, who's a college football player in Nebraska. I made a mention of people on the internet who are gosh dang cowards, alright? And that's their lives, man. Their lives are them cloaking themselves in their cowardice and hiding behind, keyboards and computer screens and making death threats to people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. Here's the thing. They have hate in their hearts. This is the tribulation, like I said. Their hearts are worthless. It's basically their hearts are pieces of garbage in their chest. And so that's what makes them cowards. That's what makes demons pop up out of them. Alright, so that being said, man, I'm not going to analyze the whole debate as far as Hillary and Donald Trump. Know this, Hillary, either she wasn't making sense or she was flat out lying the entire time. Alright, but that's just what she does. Here's one thing that I wanted to point out. Like she's always doing, man, she's going to hammer away at points that literally are absurd. One was that we need to somehow attack ISIS via the internet. We need to somehow restrict ISIS on the internet. Right, and it made me immediately think of this one movie that I actually really liked. It's getting to be an old movie now. It's 2008. It's called a Body of Lies. Body of Lies, and it's with Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe, and it's a pretty good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. During one part of the movie, some sort of character, she's all in the government. She's talking about, okay, look, we're fighting a certain kind of enemy, a certain kind of opponent. And that most of these mofos, they don't use cell phones to communicate. They don't use email. Most of these mofos are living in fucking caves and in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you consider ISIS and Al-Qaeda and all that, that's how they're operating. That's how they've been operating. Alright? And so, in the movie, she stresses that you have to fight against them in a certain way. You can't fight against them in a modern way because they are not modern. Right, they're savages, basically. That's the point. So that being said, Hillary Clinton, obviously, she never saw that movie, I guess. But so what she's saying is blah, blah, blah. Well, we need to restrict the internet. We need to completely restrict the internet because we're so afraid of the ISIS. Which is, that's outlandish. Most of the ISIS, they don't have computers and stuff. All right, some of them do. Some of them do. I don't give a damn if they do. All right, who cares? Let them recruit all day for all I care. They're a bunch of cowards, alright? And that being said, man, I wish they would come to America. Let's think about this. If ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Al-Nusra, which are all the same things, if they all got together right now on a big old boat and came to the United States, they would get absolutely murdered. They know it. I know it. We all know it. They're a bunch of coward savages. Alright? They're not to be feared. They're to be trotted underfoot, basically. They are... They're scum. They're garbage people. They are garbage people. All right, so to somehow to make the inference that they can go on the internet and cause any sort of threat to us at all is preposterous for number one. And if that was anywhere close to reality, then what the hell is wrong with us? Something must be real wrong with us if that is even possible. Right? So Hillary Clinton's living in some sort of fantasy land where she basically wants to be a dictator of the whole world. Right? But forget Hillary Clinton, she probably won't even be living very long. I don't care how much makeup she puts on. Alright? It's infuriating because here's the thing about it. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, if you have a brain that actually flickers, you're going to understand that Hillary Clinton, all she wants to do is close down the internet. She doesn't want people to talk bad about her. She doesn't want people to speak the truth. And that's why she wants to close down the internet. And that is her reputation. It doesn't have anything to do with ISIS. She's basically, if ISIS was a garden, Hillary Clinton's watering it on the daily. And she's telling you Donald Trump is, even though Donald Trump hasn't never been in the government. He's never been in the government. So there's many different levels of absurdity when it comes to what Hillary Clinton is saying. If you have any sort of inclination that she had won or even competed in the debate, then you are a straight up and down retard. There's no saving you. I'm sorry about that. Get from around me, because you're retarded. Alright? But not only that, she keeps talking some mess about ISIS and the internet when she really wants to shut me down. She wants to shut all sort of everybody down. She wants to shut you down. She hates your guts. Alright, there's more than enough evidence to prove that. Alright, I don't care if you hate Trump or distrust Trump or whatever. There is no choice. You're not being given a choice. It's something to recognize. Alright, because we're in a tribulation now. As far as you know how this is all going to turn out, it's going to turn out very chaotic. There's going to be a lot of tribulation. There's a lot of tribulation on the horizon. Guess what? We're in the tribulation. I couldn't say how it's going to end up. But the idea that Hillary Clinton is winning some sort of debates or she's making any sort of salient points is blasphemous. It's against God. It's disgusting. It's deplorable, as she likes to say. And I can't wait to see what she comes up with next. Oh, by the way, fuck the UN. Alright, they want to control the internet. Good luck with that. September the 29th. 2016. People have already chosen sides.